BOT, Chief Onyema Ugochukwu, the first chairman of NDDC. We also have Sir Ogala Osoka, who was the managing director of Nigeria Insurance when Theodore was a civil servant in Umuahia. So we have an array of distinguished Abians. We also have Dr. Idika Kalu Idika. We have Chief Ume Lazu. But the problem with some of our leaders is what I describe as arrogance of intelligence. You know, when you arrogate to yourself because you occupy an office to be all and all, not knowing what your duty is as a senator and as a representative of the people. Eina Baribe replied us and thanked us for our gesture of identifying him as a senator who came back to his constituents to seek their opinion. And that shows the background, academic background and family background, and what it stands for. Whereas my brother, my senator, T.A. Oji, through a proxy, says we are a faceless group. I am not faceless. I've been around Nigeria economics for a very long time, and we have over 200 very prominent Abians of varied profession, military, banking, legal. Amongst us, we have about 4 senior advocates of Nigeria who are members of the committee. And on the 20th of December, prior to Dr. Ngozi Iweala being named the Director General of the World Trade Organization, we had an interactive session with her where she addressed us and provided some advice and a solution to how to move Abia forward. The Abia League of Professionals is a registered NGO that is charged with good governance and enthronement of economic prosperity for the people of Abia State.
Well, it is quite an unfortunate pattern that we've all noticed, I'm sure. The inability of most of our political class to stomach even a pinch of criticism as if they are above it, whereas their behavior clearly warrants it. And you do get this kind of boorish dismissiveness. It's really quite unfortunate. But, you know, Dr. Abati has spoken of the response that you got from your senator. What is your response? What is your counter to what he has said? He's dismissed your group as faceless, which it clearly is not. But how far do you plan to take this? Looking at Section 69 of the Constitution, are you going to attempt to recall your senator, considering how onerous that whole section is, deliberately, I'm sure?
As a group, we deliberated and debated on the best line of action to take regarding the proxy reply of Senator Oji. To be fair to the senator, he did not append his intent that the political jobber, and Lucky who wrote this on his, purportedly on his behalf, claimed that the senator was commissioning a project somewhere in his constituency. That was the reason that this writer gave. We wouldn't take the writer, we would not dignify him with a response because it didn't come directly from our senator, who is our staff. We employed Senator Oji to represent us in the Senate. We are yet to hear from him. We are expecting him as a gentleman to reply the letter that we wrote to him, just like Senator Enina Abaribe did. Ditto Ojius Okalu, my young brother and a schoolmate of you, but although he didn't meet me in school, for him to give the reason that come 2023 is like a forward contract that you don't have a GSM or network service in Igbere. Ojius Okalu is not the only Abian from Igbere. There are lots of our members who are from there and who know that they have a network there. If, let's assume you don't even have, can't you, working with NCC, you see the NCC is on the side of, unfortunately, on the side of this debauchery of not using modern techniques to monitor election for whatever reasons. But INEC, the regulator of election, has said repeatedly that we have the capacity to do it. NCC now wants to arrogate to itself the power of an independent National Electoral Commission. So why don't they just drop that independence from INEC? INEC has said time and time and again, they say on the floor of the Senate, that we have the capacity to conduct electronic transmission of election results. So why is NCC, if NCC thinks that this is not so, let them now tell those operators to roll out their 4G or their 3G to Ibere and to all nooks and crannies of Nigeria. I recall a central banking system insisted that most banks in Nigeria should have their branches in deep localities so that the banking system can get to the unbanked and the unreached people. Likewise, NCC should also tell the MTNs of this world to deploy to those areas. They are Nigerians. You cannot cut off some people from getting access to if that is true, which I know it is not. Dr. Kalu uses his phone in his hometown. He does online banking from his village. So why come when it comes to transmitting election results? What is the modern technique? We all watched Biden beat Trump. We all watched how seamless it was. Why can't we? Why can't we embrace best practices in the world? We fly abroad for medical treatment. We use cell phones. We use electronically transmitted cars and so on and so forth. But when it comes to something that will give us credible and accountable and transparent election results, we shy away from it. We give all kinds of reasons just to destroy the system. Every man is entitled, every man and woman, to his vote being counted and getting true representative of those they want to lead them. But this doesn't seem to be the case when a senator absconds from his duty. And again, that takes me to another point, Dr. Abatian, Tundu and Rufai. Maybe the Nigerian people should demand from our senators and our representatives that, like a sitting fee, if you don't sit in the Senate chambers for any day, it should be pay as you serve. That way, Theodor's lackeys would not be telling us, Abia people, that he was busy commissioning a project when such a vital issue like the one play in the National Assembly.
Right. So you've been able to establish to us the fact that there's actually network in the village of Senator Ojus Okalu. And if possible, is there 4G network there? More than 3G network? Can you confirm to us? Because you said you have other people in your association that are from his village. So is there 4G network there? Just to confirm before I ask my second question. Is there 4G network or 3G?
There is network from all I know.
Okay, there's
to the best of my knowledge. And okay. Senator Ojikalu to respond to his employers.
Okay. Okay, secondly, I want to segue this conversation into this talk about Igbo presidency. I mean, we had a guest on the show that says that the people from the Southeast are not doing deals. And that was Kashim, Halaji Kashim. The people from the Southeast are not doing deals. You know, they're not reaching out. And that is, you know, you have to have a Southeasterner that has friends across board, that is detribalized. In fact, even this day newspaper had a couple of names in the 31 list, or man list, I should say, that had many names. And there were some people from the Southeast there. And there was also this criteria, you know, that the media is pushing around and comment on the interview with General IBB, Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida, about somebody in his 60s and the likes. I just want to ask you, what's your take on all of this? And do you want to throw your heart in the ring? Because everybody that comes here now, they say, I want to run for president in this country. Do you have friends across board? Who are you?
Thank you very much, Rufai, for those loaded questions. First, you talked about, I remember, I think it's my friend Kashim Imam, who about 2 days ago said the Southeast wasn't reaching out enough. And I asked him today, right here on TV, that when... No, I went to a better college. and let me tell Nigerians that Government College Umuahia is the first and only college, first I know, that has taken over from government, thanks incidentally to Senator Theodore, because he was the governor who started the process that led to Ikpazu giving us back our college. I went to Government College Umuahia, not King's College. We have taken over our college. We have restored it to its past glory to become a 21st century college. And coming to that, when it comes to the Southeast, every person becomes an analyst. They analyze to the point of paralysis. Kashim should tell me, when Olusegun Obasanjo ran as president in 1999, ordered by Southwest. In fact, he lost elections in his booth. He lost election in his local government. And I remember very clearly that the PDP, to be a candidate on any election, you must win one, your ward, your local government, and your state. But Obasanjo even lost his booth. He lost his ward, he lost his local government, he lost his state. Now it comes to the turn of Southeast. Kashim and some other people are saying Southeast is not reaching out enough. Look, I stand for the most competent and purposeful and credible leadership for Nigeria. Nigeria has lost the 20th century, is about to lose 21st century. And former Emir Sanusi Lamido Sanusi quoted statistics from the World Bank that Nigeria GDP is worse than it was today, than it was in 19... But that is a fact, documented, incontrovertible. So it is like a susu, our presidency, after, by 2023. I sympathize with whoever is going to be president because he will have a whole unheard of, uncharted waters in this country. So you need someone with formidable credentials. Why am I saying this? Nigeria's presidential system had been like an isusu when people contribute money, joint mutual funds. 6 of us, let's say the 6 geopolitical zones of Nigeria. Every other zone has, including the Nobuga one, North Central produced Ibrahim Babangida. So let them not come and tell us that you are, you're only talking about a civilian presidency. No. The accolade of not head of state, not military, it was President Ibrahim Babangida. Okay? So it gets region that has not produced, the region that is known for its prowess, a region that is known for its purposefulness, the region that, although was beaten, down to 20 pounds in 1970 after the Civil War, has been able to catch up all over the world. What is wrong with Nigerians coming behind that zone and saying, let there be justice, let there be justice, let there be justice. I don't believe in fairness, but let there be justice. If you enthrone justice and a Southeasterner emerges as president, I know my people. The Southeasterner will even do more for the other Nigerians. He will say like people say, so that they will not say that I'm doing for my people. But he will come out, whoever emerges, he or she, a lady or a man who emerges as president, would of Southeast extraction, which I sure will do his best. He will surround himself with advisors from all over Nigeria. Nigeria has been so polarized, never before in the history of this country. Since the amalgamation of Nigeria in 1914, has Nigeria been so polarized along ethnic and religious lines. You need a president of this country to how it used to be. There was a man we called de Gaulle, Aliu, and the rest of them. What has happened to Nigeria? Why do we polarize ourselves? Just because of few greedy politics today. Our potential is greater than where we are today. Nigeria must sit up and meet its God's ordained potential. So now, talking about as published by this day, well, some names, anybody can be a president, but not everybody can be an effective president. There are some names there that fit the bill, but any name that is not from the South